Hello and welcome back to the channel. This is next episode in the 1960s, FC panel van. I've left this quite a while actually, but now I want to get back to it, and I've been looking through what I've done, and there's some alterations I want to do, particularly on the roof. The channel looks too big. I want to refine the guide mesh that I've done so far and move from there. So this episode will be, I want to keep the videos down to about 15-20 minutes max really, because I think that helps with people following, etc. Now just as a little recap, this FC van, I managed to acquire some blueprints. If you can see the blueprints, right, so I've got these blueprints, and these were actual screenshots from a vehicle that was produced on CG Trader. Okay, so I've managed to get these blueprints because none were readily available, only a side view and a top view that I could find anyway for this van. These are not very clear in terms of where the edges are, etc. So a lot of it is by eye. So just as a recap, that's the front view that I've got, the rear view, the side view, and the top view. Now I'd got to a stage where I'd done the guide mesh for the side and the guide mesh for the roof. Then I did the roof panel from that, okay, which I'm going to keep, but as I say, there's going to be some refinements. I've learned quite a bit since I've been working on this vehicle, so hopefully it'll come out a lot better than it's looking at the moment. Now the guide mesh, as you can see on the roof in particular, the guide mesh, I've set the levels of viewport to 4 and the render to 4. Now the reason for that is when you do a main panel from and use a guide mesh to get the smoothness, etc., it's best to be 2 viewports below the guide mesh, because you have a lot more vertices to topology to work to. So it's always good practice to have the guide mesh set at 2 levels above the actual mesh. Okay, so in this instance the roof mesh is 4, and I think in this it's still 2, so I'm going to ramp both the viewport level and the render level up to 4. Okay, so we're set for that. Now I'm going to work on the roof, so I'm going to hide the guide mesh, so press H to hide that. I'm going to work on the roof. Now the first thing I noticed when I was looking at this was that this upstand is far too high. It's very difficult to see where it is on the panel, but as you can see it's nowhere near. I think it should be, I think that is the line there, this grid line here. So what I want to do at first, I want to just grab this line. I'm going to press G twice and bring it down to that line. So that's better. And I've also noticed it's these two here should be around about here. So what I'm going to do to rectify this is to choose this one first, then I'm going to go up the line, probably to about here. Well, first off, these should be the same height on the z-axis, so I'm going to press SZ0 to make sure that that's right. Okay, so I've chosen that edge loop. I'm going to make sure that we've got active element set here. So check active element, and I'm going to choose one down the line, this one. So I'm going to click on this one twice to make sure that that's the active element. Then I'm going to scale it along the y-axis to get to where I want to be. Okay, so press S and then Y, then move this along to round about here. I'm going to do the same with this one, so press Alt and choose that one, which is the wrong one by the looks of it. So press Alt, and I'm going to scale this one along as well to match that. So I'm going to go down here, reselect this, and then I'm going to scale in on the Y, so SY, and bring it all the way up here and set it down there. So if I press Z now to go into solid mesh, I'm using this matte cap, here. So if you click on matte caps, if you've got them set up on your machine, do that so it's visible against the white background or the grey background. Okay, so I'm happier with that. Okay, so look at the front view, see where we are on front view. So I think we're a bit wide looking at this. It's difficult to say where the so I'll go from top view and have a look on top view. Yeah, I'm okay on top view. If you look along the line, I'm okay on top view. So I press Z to see, yeah, seem okay on top view. Okay, so let's have another look at this. So that's what we've done. So after that, I'm going to go to the body guide, and bring the body guide back and tab into that and press Z to get solid view. Now I've noticed that that these have gone astray, so I'm going to click on these, press Control and click on that one last. I'm going to zoom in a bit, get a better view of it, and press G twice. Then I'm going to press E and scale it towards the bottom. I'm just going to drop that in to there. Okay, so these should be the same height on the Z-axis. So what I'm going to do is press S, Z and 0 to scale it on the Z-axis to make sure that's correct. There we go, look, that's quite a bit off. Let's have a look first. So I'm going to scale up, zoom up and see where I am on that. And press Z. Right, let's get these at the same height. So we'll start with this top one, I think. And it stops there. So let's press Alt, Shift and Alt to get that as well. But we don't want these at the top there. So I'm going to press B, middle mouse, and deselect these at the top. I'm going to press SZ 0. Okay, I'll move down the line to this one. I'll press Alt and select this loop cut, and then I'm going to press SZ 0 to that one. And then lastly, this line here, and press SZ0. Okay, so that should be in the right place now. Just looking at